Hello. Oh my God, I really need to do something with this hair. All right, I'm just going to wait a few minutes to see if anyone is going to join me today. Um, I think I'm talking about something really significant and useful. Okay, so this is Cheryl. This is my Epiphany channel. Like and subscribe. If you like the things that I talk about here, hit the bell so that when I publish a video, it shows right up on your phone or iPad or whatever it is, whatever you use to watch videos. So today, I've been doing so much stuff. I have like 3 things going on at once here. I have, which is good. I mean, I love this work, so I'm okay. And as you can see in the background, I have stuff all over, and even here on this wall that you can't see. There are things up there. I have different color things going on. It's just because I got to get stuff out of my head. All this stuff you see was in my head. Okay. So I got to get it out. And there's more. There's more in there. So today I want to talk about program significance versus, now we primarily talk about whether something is successful or not, right? That's the main reason why you do evaluation, because you want to collect data. We want to collect data that tells us, yes, what we're doing is a success. What we're doing is doing what it's supposed to do. It's a success. All right. That's fine. All right. Go ahead and do that. But of even more importance is, because success is so subjective, right? Successful according to who? Who's saying it's successful? I have to tell you this. There's a documentary. I don't know if it's still on there on Netflix, but it's called Blackfish. And I mean, whoever side you on, whatever you want to do, the thing about that documentary that really struck me was, here you have an organization, SeaWorld. I think it was called SeaWorld, where you have orcas, killer whales, doing flips and swimming around and all this stuff. So people, they go to see the killer whales as the main attraction. There's other things there too. Now, in the documentary, it was talking about and interviewing people and showing footage of people who were working with these animals. Some of them died or were injured very, very badly or came close to dying, right? The animals were dying very sick. You know how their fins go over like that, when they're held in captivity for a long time or something, they're not typically like that in the wild, although I think some may be for whatever reason, but not at the rate it is when they're in captivity. Well, the books were great. Shareholders were happy. According to the documentary, they were making money. They were opening new SeaWorlds, in other countries and stuff, right? So if you go to the shareholders and you ask, is this a success? Here's the data. Here's the financials. Here's where we're opening new places. Is it a success? You would probably hear, oh yeah, I have a bank account to prove it, right? I have my name in the paper to prove it. I'm at the top of this board to prove, or whatever, right? But if you ask the family of the person who was killed by the orca, is this a success? You probably won't get the same answer. You probably won't. So success is very, very subjective. It depends on who you ask, which is where real evaluation comes in, not evaluation that goes to support what you already want to say. Okay, which is what a lot of evaluation is used for. Okay. Just like when you look at research studies that say chocolate cake is the best thing to eat when you first wake up in the morning. Well, who did that study? Who paid for it? If a chocolate cake company paid for that study, then okay, you're probably going to get something that supports, what they want you to think. The same thing for evaluation organizations. Who's paying for this? What influence do they have in who you talk to, in all the various things that are done? What's done with the data after? What data is allowed to go out afterwards? Because everything that was collected, it won't go out. It has to be couched and massaged and all this other kind of stuff in a certain way. So come on now, especially if y'all work in government, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, success. Now, significance is different. Okay. Significance is about whether or not the program and the program stakeholders have actually found either instrumental value in this thing, meaning value they can use. Okay. Not just say, words about, like actual concrete, things you can use to do something. Or is it significant in the other direction? Those deaths at SeaWorld, that's very significant. That is very significant, right? Which, and what are the implications of that? What's happening that's significant versus what's happening that can tell us we're a success? Okay. Now, with the programs or the curricula that I'm currently working on, me and my partner who I'm working on this with, we have very, very great discussions. Some of them are a little heated, but they have to be. Nobody's disrespectful. We have that one rule. I said no ad hominems. I think he's sticking closer to that rule than I am, but I'm trying, right? I'm making developmental errors along the way so that I can learn. That's the whole reason for that. So it's significance. So we know that we have KSAs. We have knowledge, skills, abilities that we're looking for people to recognize that they already have, to discover for themselves, to practice and enhance, or whatever the case may be, however you're designing your learning. And I'm looking at my wall because I told you I have stuff posted up here, right? Instead of written in front of me. So it's there. So the KSAs lead to things like, now listen at this, okay? Normally we say, did you learn anything? What do you know more now than you did before with the pre-post? Can you do something now that you couldn't do before? Did you complete that activity? Did you create the action plan? Did you, all this other kind of stuff, right? And those kind of things go towards our story of a successful program. We're not doing that here. Okay. We're not doing that here. We're going to have those kinds of things. You're going to have skills and assessments, whatever, all that stuff, right? But what we're looking at is things like, did the person have access? Access is one major thing that we're looking for. Now, all these things I'm talking about are either measurable or monitorable. You gotta do both of those, okay? Because some things can't really be measured. Like there's no measuring stick or anything like for confidence or something, right? I can ask you, are you more confident now? Then you feel more, you could do that, but that's not good enough for what we have going on here. What about confidence is monitorable? I can't measure it really, but what can I monitor to see evidence of your increased confidence, as you say? Because you should be doing something differently if you now have more confidence than you had before, shouldn't you? Yeah, and that's a discussion, that we have with people. So the first one is access. Okay, what's happening either measurably or monitorably that helps us see that the person now has access to something, because access is instrumental, right? If you going through this particular design has opened a door somewhere that wasn't open before, that can be internally or externally. Maybe you now have access to some beliefs or assumptions that you hadn't noticed before, because of the things that are going on in this learning environment. Maybe you have access to a group or a person or a perspective that you didn't have before. you know control what how are you, or are you able, do you have more control in some aspect that you didn't have control before, right? And that a lot of times that comes with knowledge and awareness of things. Oh, so now I know this thing. Now I can be more focused on where I'm going. Now I can actually plan and create goals and ways to get there, rather than just letting stuff happen to me. I have more control now. I can say what direction I'm going in, right? I can not just write down an action plan. I can actually do something. I can pick up a phone and call somebody and say, okay, this is what I've decided to do. How are your decisions changing? Perspective is another one. Your perspective getting larger, broadening, and also becoming more clear. It can be broad, if I take, so I'm wearing my contacts now, but if I take my contacts out, I can still see like everything around here. It's just going to be fuzzy as hell. Nothing's going to be, it's going to be really like, I got to get up close to that thing to see where this is separated from that. Right. So perspective, means not only that you can see more, but that you can see more clearly. All right. Even if you're not seeing more, even if you're seeing what you already see, but now it's more clear, that's a change in perspective. Right. Opportunity goes along with access. What opportunity do you have now? So getting this training, getting that certificate, attending all days of the course, completing the assessment and all that. What kind of opportunity has that opened up for you? And how do I know that? Because I need more than you just telling me, right? We're going to need some, what we call proof of work. All right. What opportunities is it opening for you? And are you taking advantage of that? And if not, why not? Why aren't you taking advantage of that? Recognition. This goes for I don't care what kind of, whatever is going on. Everybody, it's like in human nature, we want to be known. Humans want to be known, seen, recognized, heard, all of that stuff, right? How is this learning event, this learning experience, how is it adding instrumental value so that you are or can be recognized, in whatever your environment is? Collaborators. Now, one discussion that we had, and this is the last one I'm going to go over, is that, and I said this before in my other, and I'm going to keep saying it, right? Because it needs to be said, because we got to get our minds around this. Nobody needs you. Okay? Nobody needs me. It's not like learning is going to come to a complete halt if all the entities that call themselves learning organizations shut down. Learning is not going to stop. Okay? If every company that codes itself as an evaluation company, including me, completely just disappears. Imagine they storm Area 51, the aliens take out all the evaluators, everybody. That does not mean evaluation will stop. Okay, so you got to start with that reality. Nobody needs you. People have goals. There's ways that they want to progress, including you, including me. Okay. There's something I want to do, a place I want to go. I already have collaborators in place to help me do that. I have my job. I have my car. I have my friends. I have my social group. I have mentors. I have YouTube. I have Udemy. I have Coursera. I have all kinds of, I have my next door neighbor, my mama. I got all kind of stuff, right? That I am using as a collaborator to help me get to the next place, to help me progress towards my ultimate goal. If somebody comes to me, which they have, to say, you know what, I would like this curriculum for this group. I know going in that I am one of many collaborators. I'm just one, okay, of many collaborators. Oh my God, let me show y'all. Where is that paper? Do I have it? Oh my goodness. I had to print this thing out. Wait, y'all got to see this. Hold on. Here you go. Listen, I'm working with, I'm not going to even give a whole bunch of details about it because, so I'm working with a group to do some stuff. Now, they're already doing some stuff, okay? And they created, it's very nice. I love it. And I'm going to use it in my other thing. But they created this, right? To talk about the outcomes. I don't know if y'all can see that. Wait. Talk about the outcomes of the program. Okay, you see that? All right, let me. These are the anticipated outcomes. Listen, I'm only gonna read a few of them. So before this person, before the persona goes through the program, no. When the persona goes through the program, this is what they're gonna have when they come at the end, okay? Improved understanding and application of STEM basics. If they don't go through the program, okay, this is the dude with the green shirt. If they don't go through, they're going to give up on achieving the basics of STEM. Next one. If they go through, they're going to graduate high school at the top 25% of the class. If they don't go through this program, they're going to get poor grades in STEM subjects. I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you two more, okay? If they go through, they're going to have better grades. No, did I read that? No. Better grades in STEM coursework. If they don't, they have a decreased likelihood of graduating from high school. All of high school. If you don't do this thing. Now, this is extra, okay? This is not like what's in school. This is you do your schoolwork and then you go to this extra thing. Okay, that's what this is. One more. Let me see. If they go through this program, they're going to have an increased likelihood to pursue higher education. If they don't go through, they're unlikely to pursue a college degree. I laughed my ass off when I read that thing. I'm like, y'all gonna turn this in? Seriously? This right here, I want to go through this program because I'm clearly the rest of my life is gonna be miserable if I don't do this stuff right here. I need to send my boys through. I need to tell my friends. I need to tell everybody I know. If you got kids and you want them to go to high school, to be successful, to graduate, to not be bums on the street, you gotta send them to this program. Okay? Y'all, come on now. Let's stop. I'm telling you, I laughed my ass off. That's why I did this. I'm like, I gotta print this shit out because I just, this is too much. So so these things that I listed up here, let's be real. First of all, let's be realistic. Okay. You are a collaborator. This person is not going to lay down and just die if they don't go to your training. They're not going to have a miserable life if they don't attend what you're doing, what you're putting together. Okay. Be realistic. Be realistic. Look at it this way. These people are already a perfect. Let's just go to the extreme. They're already perfect. So how can you and what you're doing add to perfection? How can you do that? How do you do that? I'll tell you how you do that. What you do, what I do, I help change the experience, right? It's like if you're hungry, you can eat a carrot and a potato. You won't be hungry anymore. Your body just wants nutrients. It don't give a shit give a care how you get it, It just wants nutrients. Eat a carrot, eat a potato, eat a steak. Whatever. Just give your body what it wants. It wants nutrients. Now, that's a certain experience. Okay. But what if you put all that together in like a really delicious stew? Okay. That's an experience. You're not just assuaging your hunger, but the way that you're getting there is an experience that you're really going to want to have again. Okay. I love, what's the name of that place? The miso salmon at Cheesecake Factory. I love it. Hello? Hey, I'm making a video. Let me call you right back. All right, bye. I love the miso salmon, right? Now, I could easily just go to Giant, pick up a piece of salmon and cook some rice at my house, and I won't be hungry no more. But I don't want that experience, because it's not just getting to the goal. It's not just getting to assuage my hunger. It's how I get there, okay? This stuff, I know they already have collaborators in place. They're going to get to their goal. They're going to make progress or whatever. But how they do it, how can I change that experience? How can I enhance the experience that they have in getting there? How can I make that experience more efficient? Maybe. How can I make it more exciting? How can I make it more inclusive? How can I make it such that they see more on their way there? Because that kind of thing, that can probably help them when it comes to the control. Maybe I need to adjust this goal a little bit or something, So it's really about the experience. Okay. Everybody's having experiences, but how can I? And that's why the name of my company is Ypifany, right? Because it's about seeing something. It's about just having insights. We love that. We love to see things we never saw, but we love to say, oh, really? Like, is that the way that is? Well, I didn't know that. We like discovering stuff like that. We like experiencing things like that. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, or that was horrible. I didn't think it was going to be so bad. We like that. So this whole thing is about this whole design, at least the way that I'm doing it, for the things that I'm doing. It's really about discovery and exploration, right? Of the learner. I'm learning about myself. And that's another thing too. I'm gonna do a whole video about evaluation questions and how questions need to teach me something. I need to learn something about myself as I'm answering those questions, and you're going to learn something about you and your program and all that stuff too, right? But evaluation questions need to add value for me too, not just for you. Okay. And when I say me, I mean the learner, not just for the evaluator and their company or whatever. All right. So, okay, that's all I'm going to talk about today. So again, like and subscribe if you think this is valuable. Share it with somebody, and when you have the opportunity to join me in these lives, that would be great. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.